Today, we're going to talk about why everyone is leaving Florida for Alabama based on our conversations with our past clients, our current clients, and the now locals who live here in Lower Alabama, and also with some help of our online research.
Yeah, so this isn't just our own personal opinions before y'all start getting snippy with us in the comments.
But before we get started, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. I'm Tony, and this is my partner Jess. We are your real estate fam, your #1 relocation team right here in Lower Alabama.
If this is your first time visiting our channel, first, we are licensed realtors and we drop videos every Thursday and every Sunday that share everything there is to know about moving to LA.
And she's talking about Lower Alabama, not that cesspool in California. But okay, let's dive into today's topic. #1 is housing prices. Now, housing prices have gotten really expensive in Florida, especially over the last 2 years.
But who's to blame? The I-Team discovers how Florida lawmakers have contributed to our state's affordable housing crisis.
Struggle in Florida.
It's just frankly desperation for people.
Are no short supply.
There's nowhere to go.
What am I going to do? End up in my car? You know, at 80?
Priced out of homes, rentals.
I don't see my way out right now.
The crunch has forced this 62-year-old Tampa woman into a hotel for the past month and a half.
You don't know what to do from day to day.
She's now behind on payments here and fears the streets are next.
I've never been in this situation at all.
And I guess you could say that's the case across the United States, and that's true. But the price appreciation in Florida is a bit more drastic than in many other places in the entire United States.
Yeah, and here in Bama, it's not as bad. It's gone up, don't get us wrong, but it's been consistently going up at the same steady rate. It didn't just shoot up overnight like what it feels like happened in Florida. Every single day, we have new people calling us who want that beach lifestyle with warm weather all year round, and they initially thought they wanted to live in Florida, but they've been dreaming about purchasing a home, but they're realizing they just can't because of the crazy high prices. But here in Lower Alabama, you don't have that same problem.
Not to mention the home insurance crisis in Florida, and home insurance is expensive these days. We have clients who told us their home insurance premiums essentially doubled in the last year and a half, and every time there's a hurricane or a natural disaster, premiums typically go up. But since Florida is #1 on the hurricane list, guess who's affected by it the most? Yep, Floridians.
So if you're a Florida homeowner that's used to paying, say, around $2,000 a year on home insurance, but you find out you're looking at closer to $4,000 or $5,000 a year, think about how that can really eat away at your budget. Here in Alabama, we've seen hurricanes, but not nearly as many as Florida and not nearly as devastating or as often. So yeah, we do have hurricanes and tornadoes, and we get warnings where they shut down the area and they ask everyone to get indoors and take cover. But if we're being honest, they aren't normally too serious, and a lot of people just hang out, and some even have hurricane parties, believe it or not.
They do. Yeah, here in Alabama, we take advantage of any free time or reason to get together and socialize. It doesn't need to be Mardi Gras season. A good old hurricane party will do the trick. And if you think I'm kidding, please, if you're a local, drop a comment down below and tell us what you think.
Yeah, natural disasters happen anywhere and everywhere in the United States, or in the world for that matter. But Hurricane Ian, which was one of the worst, happened to be in Florida. And everyone who had plans of moving to Florida is now calling us because they still want paradise, but they don't want to pay the price.
Speaking of paying the price, Alabama is one of the most affordable states in the country. And that's not my opinion. This is a cold, hard fact.
Yeah, and Florida is now considered the least affordable state to live in, and we're not referring to just real estate, we're referring to the cost of living in general now.
Yeah, it's really expensive to live there, and for many people, it just makes sense to leave Florida in order to afford a better lifestyle. Somewhere where you can get more bang for your buck, but you still get these white sandy beaches.
And in our opinion, a more wholesome, friendly place to live.
100%. You get that southern hospitality here, where in Florida, you get the same lifestyle you had up north, but in the southeast, because everyone that's down there was from up north, and you don't have the same southern roots that you have here. And that's my favorite part about being in the deep south. Where else can you go and find true kind-hearted people who open the door for you, call you sir and ma'am, Mr. Tony and Miss Jess, who don't know you yet, but they invite you over because you're new to the area, or they make you dinner because you just had a baby. I mean, I just love it.
Yeah, or they're bringing you housewarming gifts just because you moved in. It's really a dream come true down here. Think Mayberry, but way more people, way more to do, way more to see, and you've got that southern lifestyle, and it's just the sweetest thing. Like, imagine drinking tea on your front porch while talking to the neighbors and watching the kids play. It's the definition of wholesome.
She means sweet tea, and with sweet tea reminds me of just a hot summer day. And if you're from Florida, or if you had plans on moving to Florida but that got cut short because of the reasons we just mentioned, just know we have great weather here too. You can't talk about Lower Alabama and not address the weather, because it's extremely hot here for the most part, and it's also the reason why many people will move here, because of the warm weather year round, and the fact that you really won't be seeing a lot of snow here, if ever.
Yeah, on a very rare occasion, we could see some flurries. And when that has happened, which is once like every 10 years, everything in town will shut down. School would be closed, and I'm talking a dusting, zero accumulation. Grocery stores closed. Wherever you work, it's gonna be closed. The roads, you name it, it's crazy.
And I'm driving to the coffee shops, right? Thinking, great, I don't have to wait in any line because no one is gonna come out, just to realize there's no one to even open the coffee shops because no one's used to that down here. Being from Chicago, I can drive in a foot of snow with rear wheel drive if I wanted to, and I bet you I could make it to my destination, but there's no need for that because you can just turn on the coffee pot and relax at home.
Yes, relaxing is another big part of the culture down here in Lower Alabama, I'd say, or just a slower pace of life in general. You're not living that big metro hustle bustle lifestyle anymore, so be ready to take some time to relax, enjoy yourself, go to the beach, take a walk outside, and remember, weather is gonna allow it most of the year, so take advantage.
Yeah, most of the time is a good point. It does tend to rain a lot down here, but it comes in these very short-lived, spur-of-the-moment torrential downpours a good bit of the time, and personally, I love it. It makes the area so full of life with these green, vibrant trees and plants. The Spanish moss that grows on the live oaks looks like something only you see in the movies, and I know for a fact that golf courses love the rain.
Yeah, I love it. It keeps the greens nice and fresh for when I output you.
She was gonna say something good. But enough with these exaggerations again. I'm happy that it keeps the tee boxes and fairways in good shape on that note.
You can have all that. I'll still beat you, and you know what they say, drive for show, putt for dough.
Sorry everyone, Jess's clearly fell off her rocker, which brings us to our next topic. LA may not have all the attractions Florida has, like Disney and Universal and professional sports, but you do have that all at your fingertips, along with being close to other places like Atlanta and Biloxi and New Orleans, and Florida is Alabama's neighbor, which if you want to visit, it's right there, which honestly is enough for me because I don't want to live and raise my family there.
Yeah, plus we have tons to do here as it is with everything we have to offer, like we've been mentioning, and you have golf all year round, you have water sports like kayaking and canoeing, you can go boating.
You can go saltwater fishing and freshwater fishing, enjoy the warm weather outdoors in general. I mean, there's just so much.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. The Hugh S. Branion Backcountry Trail was just named the best recreational trail by US Today readers. That's right here in Alabama, so that speaks volumes about our state.
Boom. Don't say I never taught y'all anything on our channel.
Now, I know we can't give y'all every single reason why everyone is leaving Florida for Alabama, but this should be a good tidbit.
And if you're looking to move here, make sure y'all give us a call, the #1 relocation team in Lower Alabama.
And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channel. It helps us out so much, and we appreciate it, guys. And we'll see y'all in our next video.
See ya.
Bye.